Hey guys, this is Aziz and it is Tech Time, and today we are doing a review of the Microsoft Surface 2. It is not the Pro one, it is just a simple one, so we're going to go ahead and open it. But first of all, I wanted to show you something. It is the bag that comes with the package. It's a pretty nice bag, so Microsoft is going at it with the customer service. It wasn't so good because we tried to look for the Surface everywhere and we couldn't find it, so we had to go all the way to the Microsoft store, which was just in the middle of the mall, not an actual store. Don't know what they call those, but whatever. Anyway, so I have the Surface right here, and I have also the tab cover, so let me get it closer to you. Here it is, Surface 2. It's a pretty nice package. On the back it shows you all the specs. It's Windows RT 8.1. That one, the RT, is like a mobile kind of, it runs on a mobile chip, like a processor, so it uses less battery. That's why the 2 is different than the Pro. It has Office, complete Office, like Excel, Word, and everything, but the Pro doesn't because it's using an actual laptop processor. Wi-Fi, everything else is in there, power supply, Bluetooth, high-speed internet, everything else like that. So let's go ahead and open this. So I'm going to go ahead and open this first before I open the keyboard. So let's open it. So there's one thing that you need to cut right here. Cut it with a knife. I think that's it. Yep, that is it. We opened it. And there's the Surface right here, just says Surface. I think that's about it. There's one more right here that you need to open, that is the Surface thing. Okay, after you open that, you can just open it like this. Don't drop it on the ground. So this is a good tip, so you don't drop it on the ground when you open it. So you see where the Surface says, where it says Surface, just put it on like this, so like that, and then you open it like this. There, done. Here's the Surface in front of us. You can pull it up from here, so let me show you here. Pull it up like this, so that's pretty nice packaging. It still has the cover on it, so we don't put any fingerprints, but we're gonna go ahead and take that off because they gave us actually one of them covers for the screen. It's kind of like a deal. You get a here, let me show you. Won't I just show you this? You get a, whatever this is, a sleeve. You get it in different colors, and you get a screen protector as well. Usually when you go to like T-Mobile or whatever, they give you a screen protector for like $50 and the phone is free. It doesn't make any sense, but these guys actually gave it to us for like $15 more included with the rest of the package, and they give you warranty for like $50, but I'm a foreigner, I don't get warranties. I don't do that. I'm also a tech guy, so I know what I'm doing, so I don't need warranty. So we open this. There's a Surface. So you just pull it up like that. Alright. And you pull it down and you throw this away somewhere. After that, there is the Surface. It feels so nice, so nice. It's so nice. So one of the things in it, I know there is a tab thing right here, that a kickstand, but here's the kickstand thing right here, how to open it. So you can just push it. So here's the cool thing about it, that this is a new thing about the Surface 2, that you can kick it once and then kick it twice. So the first kick, and let's put this in front of us. I don't know if you can see it, so I'm going to lower the camera down. Right here, there's many wires right by me. So you can put it like this if you are at work. But if you are watching something and you want to relax more, you can put it like that. So it is just 2 kicks, one after another, one for work, one for not work, whatever else that you're doing. So let me put the camera back on. Alright, that's it. There's a camera right here, if you can see it, the rest of the screen, and this is where the keyboard goes in, so that's it. I don't believe that there's anything else that we need to look at, but let me just look inside here. There is a wire for charging, so they kind of followed what Apple was doing. Not exactly like what Apple is doing, it's just the idea is similar. So this is just so Apple can't use this in their copyright and infringement and lawsuits, because I really dislike Apple. And so here it is. This is the charger. This is the charger head. You can just pull it up down like this. You plug it in. Yeah, not a big deal. There's a little booklet about it and Skype and all. If you need a booklet to know how to use Skype, you should not be getting the Surface in the first place. We're out of this. We're done with this. Here it is. Alright. Here's the camera on the back as well with the microphone. It feels really nice, honestly, guys. It's not very it doesn't weigh too much. It's very light. Here, 2 fingers, 3 fingers. Yeah, I can put it in 3 fingers and it's completely fine. The weight is distributed very well. Like, you can hold it like this, is the same weight. Hold it like this, same weight, same weight, same weight. On all corners is the same weight, and that's one of the things that they try to look at when they made the Surface. So when you want to kick it, you just kick it. On the left side there is, here, let me try to show you as much as possible, the volume, the input, and the head speakers. There's another speaker right here. There is a charger, micro USB charger, or just micro USB maybe. This is a charger actually, but this is the micro USB. I don't know what is it for, but perhaps for something else. This is the USB, and it only has one USB, which is not bad. I mean, you don't need more than one. So after all this done, I want to know how to turn it on, and this is this button. So I'm gonna finally turn it on, and it turns on. Ta-da! Here's the Surface. You can see the rest of my room right here. There's my flag. There's my screen, my other screen, my light, the Surface. There's a microphone right there, the blue ice. So I'm gonna wait for it to turn on and see how long it takes. It doesn't seem like it's taking a long time, and you can see the logo of the Microsoft thing, that this is the new logo that they have, which is pretty sweet. They have it in the Windows phone as well, but not circular like this. And there we go. So it's asking us region of language. We're gonna go ahead and choose French. Choosing English. Pacific time -8 or whatever. Where's -8? Eastern time. There you go. Next. And it's applying all the settings. So it has it offline. The Windows RT license terms. There it is. I just want to show you that. There it is. The screen. Look at the screen. It's really good. Like you can reflect with it, and you can read it just fine, even if there's a lot of light around you. But it is reflective a little bit, and that's because of the dark theme, I believe. So maybe you choose a different theme, which the blue one works just perfect to not reflect so much. So it's asking us for a PC name, and I'm gonna go ahead and name it Miriam. That is my friend's tablet, and listen to the noise. It gives you a nice feedback about it instead of having the entire keyboard. Even though the keyboard is here, you still get a nice feedback from it. So we're gonna go ahead and press next, and we got next. So I'm gonna connect to the Wi-Fi right here. I have 2 access points actually, so I'm gonna go ahead. The password is none of your business. So I'm trying to find where is the underscore. So let's see how difficult this is to find the underscore. Where is the underscore? Oh, here it is. And where's the number? Number. Oh, this is nice. It feels really nice. So I'm tired of this keyboard, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you the other keyboard. But for the meantime, I want to just verify everything and use Express settings. I'm not gonna set any settings, so it's checking everything right here. I want to see if it will require me to enter a Hotmail account, because usually it will require you to enter a Hotmail account to register your name with it, with the tablet or even with the desktop. Even if it has Windows 8, it will ask you for that. So let's wait for it and see. Now it's not as reflective just because of the change of the color. You can't see the flag, you can't see the monitors, barely you can see them if they're like very light. So if you're staring at the sun, you're gonna see some of the sun, but if you're not, you won't. So the next thing is sign in to your Microsoft account right here. Let me grab it next to you. Sign in to your Microsoft account, and you have to make a Microsoft account. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and hand it down to the owner and have them sign into the account. Miriam, you want to sign into the account? So I'm gonna leave it right here, and for the meantime, make an account. We'll see how long this takes, and we'll let you know how long it takes. It doesn't take too long, but I know Microsoft, they've been really bad with the Microsoft accounts. Just beware. One of the things is that if your child is under 18 and you're getting it for them, go ahead and set their age for 18. Because if it's under 18, it's going to have some bugs, and I had that with Windows Phone. And just because of that, I contacted Microsoft, and they said is set it up to above 18. That's not fixing the problem that's going around it, but let's face it, how else do you fix a Microsoft problem? You just go around it, you don't fix it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the keyboard. This is the keyboard, very reflective as well. There's just a Surface type cover with type cover 2 with the backlighting, and the Surface cover 2. It covers the Surface, Surface Pro 2, Surface 2, Surface Pro, all of them. So it covers everybody. It's fine with all of them. And let's see how hard is it to open it. There is a tape. I broke some of that. Whatever. How do you open this machine? Oh, there's a tape right here. So just get a knife. Whenever you get a new product, just hold a knife right by you. There you go. Oh, you can just pull it up from this side. Okay, so I was a little bit wrong on that, I think. It's actually attached to this. Sorry guys, bless me. There's the keyboard with the rest of the black part of this. So we just need to take it out of its place and rip it off right like that. It's completely fine. There is a little paper right here. It's hidden. It's like I feel like 007 right here. It tells you how to use the keyboard. It's pretty. I think the word for it is intuitive, but I'm a foreigner, so correct me if I'm wrong on this one. It just means that it's pretty simple. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's there. There is the thing for clipping it into the Surface. Just plug it in. That's it. There is no need to read anything, really. I hate reading manuals, and if I have to read a manual about an item, then it is too complicated. I shouldn't have to read a manual. In fact, items shouldn't come with manuals. So, there's the plug thing, and there's the rest of it. This feels like a sponge in a way. I don't particularly like the keyboard in here because of this area. This is where the mouse is, and I'm gonna try to get it close as possible. Do you see this line right here? You can still use this area where you click as it feels like a mouse. So if you want to go like this, you can go over the clicking area, and it would act as if it's a mouse. But look at this. I don't have large fingers, but I'm filling it all in 2 fingers. So I had a problem going between screens, zooming in and out, which is why the Surface has a touchscreen. So it makes more sense to play with it that way. But I like to eat while watching Netflix, so what am I going to do? Put oil on it? I mean, I don't think it's going to be tasty to eat it, but you got to wash it after. So it's just going to be a little annoying for you. And I wouldn't recommend putting any oil on this while you're eating or touching it. You can touch the keyboard, it's fine because it's plastic, but this is not plastic. This is like kind of not cloth completely, but I don't know what the material is. So anyway, this is bendable, so it can go up and down, so you don't have to worry about your keyboard. The rest of it is the same as the Surface. So when you have it in front of you. Let me show you the layout of the keyboard and make sure that you can hear the noise. See, if I was typing, let's see how loud it is. Most people don't do reviews of how loud is the keyboard, but people want to hear that. It's not very loud. It's very smooth, very normal, really. And the keyboard is flat, so let's see how flat it is. It is flat, very flat. Let me show you the layout of the keyboard so you know what kind of buttons there are on it. I'm not going to be able to explain it because I see it backwards right here. So here it is. I'm going to show you from the first button actually. There's the lightning, escape, and the F1 is lightning, dim lightning really. F2 is lighting it up. So the F3 is mute, F4 is play, pause, F5 is search, F6 is share, F7 I don't know what that is, F8 is settings. Well, I don't know why it's blurry. Stop being blurry. F9 is, let's wait for it to not, hello, it's not working. F9 is home, F10 is end, F11 is page up, F12 is page down, and then there's the delete button. My eyes are faster in rendering than the camera, so here it is. Let me show you. Yeah, there it is. The rest of the keyboard is pretty fine. The enter is normal. The shift is long. The arrows are pretty small, but you don't need to use them a lot. There's the function button, but it's not colored differently, so it's not like most keyboards. The space bar is pretty big, but it sounds a little bit louder, but that's it. The rest of the keyboard, there is no function button right here, so you just gotta be aware of that. There's the alt button. The shift button is long, so it's normal. The cap button is there. It's pretty normal button. So let's see if the Surface is ready. Is the Surface ready? It is not ready. So I don't know how many minutes it's been, maybe like 5-10 minutes, but it's obvious now that we cannot make a Hotmail account in 5-10 minutes. So I'm gonna pause it for a second right here and come back to you guys and let you know how it's gone. Okay, I'm back, guys. So here it is. I'm back again with it. It's asking me for SkyDrive. It's always gonna ask you. They give you a limited amount of space when you get anything with Microsoft. So Windows Phone, you get like 7 gigabytes or something. And I think they give you like 16 gigabytes or 7 in here, but it doesn't matter. I don't use it much, so it doesn't really matter for me. But the issue was that the person had already had a Microsoft account with Windows Phone, so they just had to change their password because they forgot it, and it took a couple of minutes. Like I said, the Microsoft service isn't the best. It's kind of like when they made these products, they just said, oh yeah, we have the hardware, but we don't have the software, so we just gonna send it, whatever. Like when I had the Windows Phone a couple years ago, like 2 years ago, the 7.5, I didn't have a very good Facebook app, and I still don't. This 2 years later, and how can you not have a Facebook app? It's good. I mean, that's all I want is social apps, and I want just emails. But my point is, Microsoft is not the best with the apps, so you're gonna lose a couple of those. And this is the best thing that you need to know: is the Surface 2 only relies on apps on the Microsoft App Store, because it doesn't run a processor that is the same as a desktop or a laptop. That way, it only runs the apps that are on the store. So if you want an app that's not on the store, good luck. It's not gonna happen. So here it is. So I'm just pressing next, setting up your account, all that. So here's what it's saying. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and clip the keyboard to the tablet, and it's magnetic, so it just clicks. I don't need to. So if I want to take it off, I just need to use a little bit of force, but it's magnetic, so I don't need to make sure that it sits in nicely. It just sits in comfortably like that. So I'm gonna set it up in my lap. I'm gonna have, let me move this stuff. I put it on my lap right here. I'm gonna move the camera down a little bit. So here we go. Alright, so I'm just gonna clip it or click it. There you go. So this one does look more like business, so if I had it like higher a little bit, it would make sense. It's saying hi. Here it is. We're setting things up for you, so I'm just trying to make sure that you guys see that. You can get apps from the store, so let me just show you the rest of it. You can get new apps from the store. Come on, camera, get in the zone. Let me move it up. Yeah. And it's changing colors, so it is putting the settings and it's changing colors one after another. So here's the keyboard, here's the rest of it, but I'm not gonna use the keyboard right away, so I just wanted to show you how the keyboard sits in comfortably. You can close it like that, and I don't think it will lock. Yeah, oh yeah, it locked. So when you close the keyboard, it actually turns off, and then when you open it, see? Boo, Pika, boo. Okay. Yep, the camera's back on. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it off. I don't need it. It is getting pretty warm on the back. I don't like that, but that is just because it's doing settings right now and installing everything. Taking care of a few things, installing your apps. So it's installing usual apps on the back, but it is getting pretty warm right here, like right on the top, right there, which is normal. The processor must be right there on the top, right by the camera. Everything's right there. But I do like the feeling of holding it like this to just control everything on it. And this is a nice thing about it. When you click on things in here, so let me stand up. When you click on it, you can see a couple of dots, and I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me do this. See that? See that? That is it. So it looks like it's starting on. So what I'm gonna do is stand behind the camera. So I'm gonna move you guys just a little bit. All right, here we go. So it is saying get started right here. Swipe from edge to tap start. So I'm not sure what it says. Allow. I'm gonna allow the. So I'm gonna click the Windows button right here. It's gonna go back all the way to the start. Here's the start page. So I'm gonna show you a couple of cool things that you can do with it. So if you pull from the left to the right, you see the app that you have on. So we can go back to show us. Yes, sure, why not? Go ahead. Let's go back to the beginning. So let's go back to here. So we're here. So let me launch another app, People. And so now I can go back between People and between the cloud app. So if I pull them from the left, and see from the left right here, if I pull them from the left and then go back and push them to the left again, see what happens? All the apps that are running right now, I can see them. So if I go to the menu and drag an app and then push it back to the left, I see all the running apps right here. The next thing that I want to show you is if you pull an app, you can put it right on the left side. So you have an app already running, you can pull another app and then put it on the left side, so you can have multitasking, something that Apple didn't figure out how to do because it's a toy. So right here we're not reviewing a toy, we're reviewing a product. We don't review toys here. So you can pull from the right and you can see all the rest of the settings. You can pull from the top, there's nothing. Pull from the bottom, there's customization, so you can play with them. So if you wanted to customize this, you can just pull from the bottom or pull from pull from the top down. So that's how you do it. So if I want to like get rid of this, I can just get rid of it. Not like that actually. So it is different from the Windows Phone. So I click it and then uninstall, resize, or unpin. So if you want to resize it, you can just click this and then it tells you, do you want it to be wide or not? So let me show you right here. Yep, there it is. Alright, so let's get out of this. So if I go down, I see the rest of the apps all of them. This is comparison to clicking the Windows key on your keyboard. So I'm going to go back up. If I do this, I can see all my apps like this. So if you have more apps to show, and I'm getting tired of this light, let me try to change the camera view a little bit. Try to stand right behind it. Sorry about that. Okay, this is better. Alright, so here we go. The person is right here. You can see them, lock, and do everything. That's pretty much it. That's all there is. You can see the Windows Phone store, which I cannot find. I'm not finding. There it is, I believe. That is the Windows Phone. Yeah, that's the Windows Phone store. It tells you a couple of things about it. Go away. So it shows you all the apps right here. Is the Facebook ads pretty similar to the Facebook ad that you have on your Windows Phone, so don't expect too much more. So I'm just gonna go back to the start. So desktop. There's the desktop that you can use. This is the at the office. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move it away. But here's the Windows that you can do I believe Windows and D button. So let me get back down to here and show you guys a couple of other tricks. So let me try this. See if I am comfortable with it. Okay, Alt D. Yep. So right here, you can press the Alt and the D button. So the Alt and the D button. So I'm gonna go back to press Windows. So look at this, and Alt D button. It's gonna lock it. Go back to Windows, and there it is. You can just search things right away, and it will pull it up on the search bar. So you don't have to. You don't have to look for Excel. You can just search it up right there. Right there. That's it. I don't have anything else to show you guys except tell you a couple of other info about it. But pretty much that's it. That's the tablet. It's comfy. It's not as warm anymore. It's still installing, but it is warm right here, right at this point. But I do have a giant desktop right here rendering videos and uploading things in the back, so it's pretty warm in my room. But it is hot on this side alone. So be careful when you're using it. You will be using it like this. So this area is pretty warm, so you can control it like that with your hands down. And most of the time you're gonna have it so sitting like this. So you're all good. The other thing I might want to show you is this. So I can put it on the back, and it will still work, I believe. Yep. So when you have it like this, so you can pull an app from the left, and you can just drag it down, and it's gone. That's it. It's gone. So if you want to close apps, like you do it like that. Or now that there's no more apps, or actually there is more apps, I can get rid of them. Let's go back to Windows. All right. Here's the last thing that you might want to see is on the left side. If you drag, or from the right side actually, if you drag, you will see all the settings, and you click on the settings, and you will see all the power, sound, Wi-Fi, screen, keyboard, notification, personalization, tiles, help, start, all of it. So here it is. Let me show you. There it is. So I want to show the menu again, so I'm gonna just drag from here, but first I gotta cancel it. So here, up, and then let me drag it, and there it is. It is the start, the devices, the sharing, the search, the settings, all on this area. Let me just drag it. There it is. Okay, so we're pretty much done with that. Internet Explorer, let me show you that. Internet Explorer, as we might call it, it's not as bad as it is on the Vista or 7. It's better, but it's not. I don't think it's gonna be the best. The Google Chrome might be better, but that's up to you. That's all up to your preferences. The newer Explorer might be better as well. You can just download Google Chrome and then put the tile right in one of these areas, so you'll be fine. I'm done reviewing this item, so I'm gonna go ahead and close it. There it is, done. Just a couple other tips that I may have for you is the Surface Pro 2. The Pro is for more tasking using apps that are anywhere online. So if you want any app you can download from like Google, you just Google something and you want to install that app, you need the Pro. If you want the Office, complete Office, you need the Pro. The Pro doesn't come with Office because it's you have to pay for that. The Surface 2, it comes in with Office integrated already, but you cannot download any apps outside of the Microsoft market. So if you're a student, I would recommend getting the Surface Pro 2. If you are not, then I'm sorry, I would recommend that you get the Surface 2, not the Pro, for a student. If you're not a student, you should get the Surface 2 Pro, especially if you're a developer. The other thing that you might want to know is that the Surface 2 is lighter, has more battery, and the kickstand is twice. It uses 1080p for rendering the screen. It has better resolution, and Windows 8.1, the Windows RT 8.1, it has more updates and is more user friendly. These are just a couple of things that you should know about. Just go ahead and try it out in any Microsoft place, and be I would recommend getting the Type cover keyboard instead of the Touch, because that's the more famous one. I would recommend getting it right away if you find it, because it's running out. That's it for the review, guys. If you have any recommendation, any questions, go ahead and ask me. I could pull up another review if it's during this weekend. If not, then it's going to be out, so I'm going to have to wait for it to come back again. But let me know if you have any suggestions, any questions. Like and subscribe if you like the video. I appreciate it a lot, and I'll see you in the next review. Bye!